Hey guys, this is just a quick video to showcase how our Year 12 leaders have been bouncing back following the COVID-19 restrictions.
Finding the best routine that works for you, really. Like over quarantine, I had to make a whole new routine for myself. It was a bit more challenging, and when we came back to school, I had to go back to the old routine that I had before, and it was challenging, but it made it easier to go back.
One thing that helped with getting back on track would definitely be your sleep. Obviously you need a bunch of sleep, at least 8 hours coming into Year 12, and obviously other year levels as well. You got to make sure you have the most amount of sleep to get your work done.
Yeah, that's why you need a good timetable, you know. Being able to manage your sleep and then manage all your work on top of that as well, and going to school and everything, and other commitments outside of school as well. So managing all that and having a good timetable that works for you will really help out with focus.
So if you can't find ways to focus internally within yourself, you can always look to external apps like mindfulness breathing apps. They help you really breathe and take in your surroundings and what your thoughts are, so you can really focus and get into touch with what's going on around you.
Part of that is having a good timetable, so you make sure that you get the work done as soon as possible, because you don't want to be up late into the night, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning trying to finish off your homework. You want to organize it into little blocks and chunks, similar to how you would do it if you were online. You got to set yourself up that you can focus on one task and then go to the next one.
And that's how you beat procrastination and stuff, and avoid overwhelming yourself in the future.
Well, I think technology is just a large and fundamental aspect, and it's so important, especially in remote learning, that we use that resource that we have at disposal, and they are plentiful. Most of the time I don't really realize it. Microsoft Teams, lesson planners, when you use also OneNote and you layer that together with your learning, your education becomes much more beneficial, and I think that's just so important for you.
Yeah, I think what Rob touched on there, the lesson planners, it really, it helped a lot of us students to kind of organise our days, especially during COVID with out-of-school activities, and plan how we're going to approach different situations, homework, assignments, future classes, and really organise ourselves to ensure we got all the work done within its respective due dates.
Alright Tom, when you get home you're obviously going to be thinking, oh, I just want to sleep, or at least that's just me. But you're going to want to be able to prioritise your homework. So if you've got math work, or you've got math class tomorrow and you've got homework, you're obviously going to want to do that first compared to something you have maybe a few days afterwards. Then for assessments, you're also going to want to set yourself a certain amount of the assignment that you want to do today. Like, I want to do this many slides by the end of the day, or I'll have this part of my essay done. In Year 12, we get study halls every once in a while, and they really help us to organise this, because when you're at school, you've got such a great motivational space, and you're really just working well off each class, and being in these study hall environments really allow us to keep with the flow of the work.
I think in terms of Year 12, it does at stages become such a blur of all, numerous amounts of work and workload. That's why personally, I do work a lot and have heaps of commitments after school. So I like to always know what's happening the next day and everything. So I have sticky notes of all my SACs up when there's going to be a SAC. This is till the end of the year, so I know when I need to do that. And talking with what Tom just said before, you prioritize when you need to do that work, and you know when to. Personally, I work quite a lot after school and everything, so it's managing those hours after school and after work. I need to straight away get onto that work, and there's no leeway for time, that I just need to be focused as soon as I get home. Yeah.
So during our time at Salesian, we've met a lot of students that we have really looked up to and been really big role models for all of us to look up to. And in particular, recently, myself and some of the other leaders have attended the Hall of Fame dinner. And one student individual who's been elected into the Hall of Fame is Sasha Lawrence, and he has been a really motivational individual for us to look up to, and what his career's come up to be, and just that's something that we really look up to, and he's a really big role model for all of us.
Yeah, and even from a familial perspective, obviously all of my male cousins have attended Salesian at some point in their lives, whether it be through to year 12 or through to year 9 or year 10, and they've obviously, some of them may not have achieved the the ATAR or the end goal that they would have initially hoped for, but they've eventually all gotten into their dream jobs or their dream careers, their career pathways. I really looked up to them, and hearing of their experiences at the college really made me excited to come here, and that's something that I really looked up to back then and even now.
Thanks guys, hopefully that was helpful. If you've got any concerns or any queries that you might have, feel free to approach myself or any of the other leadership team, and we'll be happy to help. Cheers guys.